this first episode is gonna be like the ego, why the ego is flying and never perch. The ego doesn't fly for nothing anyway. You all know that because the ego flies when he sees something like the meat he's gonna eat, because ego doesn't eat dead meat, just like the king of the jungle, lion, doesn't eat. But something is missing here, very, very important, because I'm just trying to link this for the youths, future of tomorrow, because the old people doesn't want to give the youth the opportunity to excel. They want to remain in the same position and continue pulling down the world economy. They don't want to give the youth chance. That is absurd. I mean, the youth are yelling for an opportunity to do something to uplift the society, but they don't have the opportunity. But there's a way they can have the opportunity. I'm not preaching for revolution, but I'm preaching there's a way they can gather themselves together as a formidable force and sponsor some of them to get into politics. And once they get into politics, they will start to strategize their thinking, opportunity to get there. Because if you are waiting for these old politicians to give you the opportunity, they will never give you the opportunity, because they know what they are gaining. And what they are gaining, they're not taking it to anywhere, but they never think of it. I have never seen such things in my life. People will be in the same position and nothing is changing. For years upon years, there's no changing. Every time they promise change, new things, there's change coming, but you will never see that change. Young people are tired of it. It's time young people have to take back their destiny into their hand. I mean, enough is enough. Mainly in the third world country. This third world country is, I don't know, let me not say generally third world country, let me call Africans. They're supposed to wake up. They have supposed to have waked up long time ago. Look at, if you go to some of, I'm not making a general statement or generalizing it, but if you go to some of the African countries and see the roads is very dilapidated, in a sorry situation, and you say you have leaders, they are not leaders. What they are is as a matter of fact, I don't have word to describe the way they are, because there is poverty all over Africa. Mainly some countries like Nigeria, their currency is nothing, is worth nothing. When I went to Ethiopia, I couldn't even use it to buy something. They refused to accept it. They said they're not accepting it. Then I have to use dollars. When is things going to change? I don't know. Every day by day, things are getting worse instead of getting better. Sometimes I look at these politicians, if they ever see or are they blindfolded, do they see what is happening in other countries? I'm not going to even use European countries to give an example, because that will be a very big disparity, a very big gap. But look at some African countries like Ghana, like Ethiopia, and rest of them. Even South Africa is doing much better than the giant of the one that call himself giant of Africa, which is Nigeria. When is things going to change? So many people want to come home. People want to come home to help build the nation, but they are scared because there's no infrastructure, there's no electricity. I don't know what happened to, how did we get there? How do we get here? I don't know. When I went to Ethiopia, for example, they have light 24/7. You go to Togo, they have light 24/7. Everything is functioning very well. But when you come to the motherland, Nigeria, everything is like there is no, I'm saying, there's no thing working in that country. There's nothing working. When is things going to start working? It's like the leaders are myopic. They don't see what is happening in other countries. And they've been there. They have been in all these countries. They have been in European countries. And they don't want to make Nigeria better, for better living. The poor masses are suffering. Excuse me. They're crying. When is it going to be a better Nigeria? Look at our doctors. Everyone is leaving. No good hospital, no good road. As a matter of fact, if you're driving in Nigerian road and you say that you have a car, by the time you know it, all the shocks of that car, everything is gone. Gentlemen, I don't know. I can't advise. I'm not in position to advise, but if they see all these things I'm saying, maybe it might make some sense. It might make sense to them. Like this next year coming is going to be an election year. And I'm calling all the Nigerians, all the youths in Nigeria to think before you vote. Don't let anybody mortgage your vote by giving you peanuts to go and vote for them, because that is your destiny they're taking away. Vote for somebody that you know that is going to make a change. Don't just vote for somebody that has been in position carrying money. These old people that can't do anything. They don't even know when some of the people around them steal all the money. They won't even recognize. They will be tired to look at any book, any income statement, any book at all, any financial book. But when you have somebody that can hit the ground running the first day, that knows what it is, it takes to run a country. Somebody that have run something before, like a state. Somebody that have traveled around the world, that has been in business, that will help. but not you go and vote for somebody that don't even know anything about the economy, somebody that is what do I want to say? Somebody that won't even, that will be in another country and running your country. We call those people visitors. How can somebody be in another country and directing what is happening in your own country, and you let that be happening? If you are not tired, I'm tired, to be candid. I want to go home myself. I don't want to stay somebody's country forever. And Nigeria is the only country we have. We don't have any other country. So as soon as we start doing something about it, the better it will be. So I will be talking about this topic for a very long time, but let me stop so far now until then. When I come back, we're going to examine and re-examine the things that is happening in some of the African countries, and mainly in Nigeria. That's where I will stop. Thank you.